Grand Rising, prepare for impact. The solar storm is about to hit us right now. And once again, we're going to be going through massive shifts. When we really look at what's happening with the sun, it's really showing us all of the volatility and really the massive shifts that we're going through in our everyday life. A magnetic filament blasted off the southwestern limb of the sun. It's time for a magnetic shockwave. And you could write magnetic shockwave in the chat and in the comments. We've been going through the massive shifts of these solar storms in the past couple of years. And, we had an X3 class solar flare back in April. The message lasts the test of time. And I shared with all of you, this is going to become the normal. We actually just went through a 2-week period of less activity on the sun, but the solar flares have really been picking up, and they've been part of our everyday life, and that's really what's fueling all of the shifts that we're experiencing. Human consciousness is directly connected to these solar flares, and they're going to constantly shift us into a brand new reality. We gave everyone enough time to get on this world famous live stream. I'm absolutely grateful for all of your support. Could you kindly smash the like button or gently tap the like button right now? It will help others find this message. Please subscribe to the channel. Click the bell next to subscribe. Select all. We have daily videos, 9 a.m. Eastern time. You could even set an alarm on your phone. You could even double check that you're still subscribed at this time. Immediately following this live stream, we're going to head over to Patreon, and we're going to be discussing this and many more things from this past week in the Sunday sermon. And if you like more videos, we have more on Twitter. We're on multiple platforms: Telegram, TikTok, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Rumble. Visit the channel page and the description if you'd like to support this work. There's links at the pinned comment and in the description. NOAA forecasters have said that a solar storm is occurring today because particles released during a magnetic filament eruption are headed to Earth, and we're about to be smashed with these particles, and it's going to really shift our everyday life experience. In the past 2 weeks, it really hasn't been very energetic. A lot of times you see me on with these solar flare, like literally like weekly or even sometimes twice a week lately. But it is the quietest it has been since a period in April. And the NOAA has predicted that this cloud of solar debris is going to smash into the Earth, sparking a solar storm. And it could spark a G1 class solar storm. And, these solar storms, when they affect our world, we could experience the changes within ourselves. Remember, you are picking up on these energies. All of your DNA receptors are picking up on them, and this energy actually influences us. The intense, powerful activity that we witness coming off the sun, we actually see that happening on Earth, the microcosm and the macrocosm. Energetic shifts before physical shifts. We've been sharing that over the past few years. You have energetic shifts, or the energy can be represented first, and then it will manifest physically afterwards. What is this representing? Again, it is the continued dismantling of the old timeline. That has really been a very powerful theme in the past few months. All of these energies, we shared about the Schumann resonance rapture wave. Some of you remember that. And since that moment, so many things have been dismantled from the old timeline. It's totally falling apart. And, these energies, we all have the free will to create change. And remember, energy is the ability to cause change. And we're getting assistance from the sun, the galactic center. All of these galactic energies actually influence our reality. And that's why sometimes you might even have certain ascension symptoms that are unexplained. So many changes are happening in the world. You could see glitches. Yesterday on Twitter, I posted a picture of this interesting bug. I've never seen this bug my entire life. It's like new life forms developing. And I went on a bike ride yesterday. I was pumping ABP, always be pumping, baby. Yeah, I was pumping the bike. And throughout the day, from riding to the beach and coming back, I saw thousands and thousands of these bugs. And I've never seen any of these bugs before. And it's like just, noticing them and seeing them either fly around or they kind of walk on. I'm riding the bike, the tires, and I didn't know what was going on. And I was like trying to I don't want to run over the bug. They were walking on the floor all the way there for miles. So I literally passed thousands of them. It's such an interesting shift to see this change, especially, you could be living in a surroundings, whatever your surroundings are, for so many years. All of a sudden, you might see new bugs. Do you notice new bugs where you live? You might notice new vegetation, new flowers, new plants. You've never seen them before. Where do they come from? So, the sun is really driving and sparking a lot of these changes at this time. So, this magnetic filament blasted off the southwestern limb of the sun. To blast off, it's like, that's what's literally happening in our world right now. Like, there's so much pressure, and then it blasts off. There's only so much pressure that can build up until it has to blast off. And just like that magnetic filament is blasting off the sun, these particles are entering our atmosphere right now, and it's going to influence us one way or another. Over time, and you could see this especially in the past 2 years, since we've had an increased amount of solar flares, we see the correlation. There's an increased amount of change. And you don't even have to worry about what's going on in the collective. All you need to do is actually reflect on your everyday life experience. Think about April of last year, and we're getting more and more of these solar flares, and it's interacting with us. So, energy is the ability to cause change. Are you witnessing more and more change in your life? Changes, your friendships, what resonates with you, your consciousness. This is the event. It's the expansion of consciousness. Has your consciousness expanded more than it's ever been? I could even reflect on my journey, and in the past 3 years, especially the past year, I've expanded so much. And it's not an easy shift to go through. It's actually quite difficult. But these things that, affect us, they're changing us. And, we really can't stop it. You can't stop a solar storm. You can't fly up there like Superman and try to stop it. Nothing could stop it. It just goes right through. And some of these neutrinos, I actually did a video on neutrinos, can pass through solid matter and go into the interior of the earth. And that's what we're constantly seeing, this energy build up. You might even feel that in your body. If the message is resonating with you, please smash the like button. If you just stumbled in, it's really a great support so others can find these updates. It's a massive shift for your consciousness, and it brings out what's inside. What's inside the sun. The pressure builds, and then a magnetic filament pops off, for example. The earth, the neutrinos build. There's so much pressure. We get increased earthquakes and volcanism during this time. And it's happening within you, all people. And whatever's inside, I don't know what's inside. Every individual is different. Even Sagaru, if you know him, speaks about this. How a person will react to the solar flares it's an inside job. So again, the solar flash is an inside job. You could write it in the comments. The solar flash is an inside job. And whatever is a representation of who you truthfully are must rise to, there's so much pressure. It is this, all of a sudden, there's no more room. There's no more room to hide. It just, you feel the pressure build, and you have no other choice but to show the world who you truthfully are. You know, we're going through this right now. I'm going through this right now. And we all want to critique ourselves. We want to take out the accountability mirror. You know, over the course of my journey, you know, we're all saying, oh, don't show the world this, wear a mask and hide who you truthfully are, but we're all a representation. And that's where the world is headed. You better just let go and realize that's where the world is headed. There are many people in the world, and they were never able over the course of, I've met many of them over the past few years. They were afraid to represent themselves in the world, show the world who they are, because of guilt and shame. So many people. I did a video on social acceptance. Don't worry about it. Just be yourself. And as the vibrational frequency of the planet rises, all of this negativity fades away. It can't exist anymore. It can't exist anymore. And you know, you could see harsher times in the past. People are becoming more empathic. People are becoming more accepting. And that's also because we're all going through our own trials and tribulations at this time. It's difficult, but we go through these trials and tribulations, and it actually allows us to reflect. What am I doing? What do I want to get out of life? How am I moving forward in this new energy? A lot of times, you know, we kind of feel, you know, this is what I've always done. This is the way. But the way's it's not fitting in anymore. You're not fitting in. Do you notice that? You're not fitting in anymore. You can't put the square peg in the round hole, for example. Right? The socket changed. Somehow it changed. It was like a Mandela effect or something. Whatever you used to do, and you could write it in the comments, certain things we used to do just doesn't work anymore. Not fitting in anymore. And that's what you could say to yourself. Remember, it's just energy themes of not fitting in anymore. The energy themes of boiling up from the inside out, exploding like that magnetic filament. A magnetic shockwave is going to hit this earth. And that theme is continued dismantling of the old timeline. The collective, the microcosm, the macrocosm, macro. Reflect on your life. I can reflect on my life. And certain things from the past is not a representation. I posted this on Twitter as well. Head over to Twitter. Please subscribe to our Twitter X account as well. Who you were years ago, and people are accustomed. Oh, that's Joe. That's Billy Bob. That's Marianne. That's not who you are anymore. You know, and you might have sat there. You just sort of like took stuff, and now as you expand consciousness, you're like, nah, I'm not dealing with this anymore. People say, Julie, you've changed. You changed. Of course we've changed. Did you? We all came here to change. It's Earth School. And we all have to evolve. And it takes a lot to, even myself over time. I did a video on tough love. Sometimes we need to take tough love to critique, to constructive criticism, if you will. Constructive criticism, because we all have to sit back and say, okay, how can I become a better version of myself? And again, not everyone is on this type of journey, the journey of self-discovery. If you are on a journey of self-discovery, could you kindly smash that like button right now? I appreciate that. It's a really great help if you just click that like button. We're all on this journey of self-discovery. Awareness is the precursor to change. So we become aware of yourself. Now I understand who I truthfully am. All the feelings I had. I said, oh, this is wrong. Something's off here. in any aspect of your life. Start listening to yourself, because your body is the tuning fork to telling you the truth. And we all have to do a better job, including myself. And we all have to let the ego go. And the ego continues to fade. God will continue to bash us down until the ego is totally dismantled. So it's really great. We're all going through massive changes. We're going to head over to Patreon in a minute. I just wanted to thank everyone that supported the channel. Thank you to Lincoln Mitchell, Kristen Thacker, Rosemary Palmer, Cliff. Thank you so much. And special thanks to Greg Gavigan. Brother, I really appreciate you every single week. I love you so much, Greg. If you'd like to support the channel, there's a link at the pinned comment and in the description. If you would like to head over to Patreon, we're going to continue this live stream and other topics throughout the week. And it's great for all of us to collaborate together. Building a family, building community, that's really what this is all about. Because there's so many people, it's all the same theme. So many people, it's confusing what's going on. It's absolutely confusing. But when you have other people that are saying, oh, I'm feeling this as well, that's why we share about these energy updates. And you can say, oh, I don't know why I feel this way. And it actually brings comfort. Even myself, I have a friend, I say, you feeling this today? He says, yes. I say, oh, I feel okay. It's just the energy right now. It's just the energy. But sometimes we feel down. Sometimes we need to purge the densities. Remember, it's not your fault. A lot of these densities have built up over time within our body. These energies are being purged right now. We're clearing the way for lighter energies. And that's really what it's all about. If you're new to the channel, please go back, check out the videos of the past week as I share with people. We really go through energy themes. All right, so this is the theme that we're in right now. And as we go into September, it'll probably be a September to remember, baby. Yeah, it's going to be a September to remember. So I'm grateful for all of your support. What are you feeling at this time? Why don't you please leave them in the comments. The comments are very helpful for others. As other people read, it's not just about me, but it's about we. And if we all are experiencing this theme of the continuation of dismantling the old timeline, and we do get assistance, remember, it is free will, but these energies that come and blast us in like a magnetic filament blasting in, a magnetic shockwave to shock us all to our core, this is energetic assistance for the dismantling of the timeline. You also might be experiencing weird glitches on the phone lately as well. So I love you all. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We will be back on tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern time. And we're heading over to Patreon right now. The link is in the description. I love you all. I hope that this message was helpful for all of you. Have a great day. Namaste.